Hello everyone and welcome to today's live session. I am Christy, certified Catholic neurocoach, and today we are diving into a behavior that many daughters of narcissistic mothers struggle with, people pleasing. Our tip for today is to notice your people pleasing tendencies. If you grew up with a narcissistic mother, you likely learned early on that your worth was tied to making others happy, often at the expense of your own needs and desires. This can lead to a pattern of people pleasing that extends well into adulthood, affecting all your relationships. So let's talk about how to notice those tendencies. Number 1, pay attention to your yes and no. Do you find yourself saying yes when you really want to say no? Number 2 is check in with your feelings. Do you often feel resentful or overwhelmed after agreeing? Check in with your feelings. Do you often feel resentful or overwhelmed after agreeing to something? So check number 3 to notice your people-pleasing tendencies is to notice physical cues. Does your stomach knot up when someone asks you for something? Now, another step for noticing people-pleasing tendencies is to look for approval-seeking behaviors. Are you constantly looking for validation from others? And then the last step is to examine your motivations. Are you doing things because you want to or to avoid conflict or gain approval? Now let's do a quick exercise. So think about the last time someone asked you to do something. Now ask yourself, did I really want to do this? How did I feel when I agreed? What was I afraid would happen if I said no? So just take a moment to reflect on this. And if you feel comfortable, share your insights in the comments. Now, if you've shared in the comments, thank you for sharing. It takes courage to look at these patterns honestly. Now, why is noticing these tendencies so important? It's important because it's the first step to changing the behavior. It helps you understand your own needs and limits, and it can improve the quality of your relationships. It's also crucial for building self-esteem and self-respect. Remember, noticing isn't about judgment, it's about awareness. So be kind to yourself as you observe these patterns. They were survival strategies that helped you cope with a challenging childhood. But now as an adult, you have the power to choose new and healthier ways of relating. I do want to address something important though. As you start to notice these tendencies, you might feel scared or guilty. You might worry that if you stop people-pleasing, people won't like you anymore. I want you to know that this fear is normal, but it's not the truth. Authentic relationships are built on mutual respect, not one person constantly sacrificing their needs. If you find yourself struggling with deeply ingrained people-pleasing tendencies, you're not alone. This is a common experience for daughters of narcissistic mothers. In my 12-week program, Rewrite Your Story from Trauma to Triumph, we work extensively on identifying and changing these patterns. We explore where they come from and how they're impacting your life right now. And most importantly, how to build healthier relationship dynamics. Now, before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. What's one situation this week where you can practice noticing your people-pleasing tendencies? I'd like to invite you to share that in the comments if you're comfortable. So remember, you are worthy of having your needs met. Your feelings and desires matter just as much as anyone else's. You don't have to earn love or acceptance by constantly putting others first. No, please do not do that. Okay? So thank you for joining me today, and until next time, I will see you tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Practice noticing those people-pleasing tendencies with compassion. And remember, it's okay to put yourself first. In fact, it's essential for your well-being and for building genuine and balanced relationships.